Hello guys, this is Rock here, and today I'm here with some Budyonny commentary. I've been leveling my Russian cruisers, which I have ignored just until now. And I have to say, I had a rocky start with them, but starting with the Budyonny, they are becoming very enjoyable for me. They're definitely a very different kind of cruisers. They're unlike anything in this game, and at first it's a bit hard to get used to this, but as you progress, you kind of ease into the gameplay required for these ships, and I'm starting to enjoy this. It's definitely different, and the Budyonny is the first cruiser where you get these infamous 152mm guns, which will accompany you until tier 9. And these guns have extremely high velocities. They have decent HE and AP damage. They're not spectacular damaging shells, but they do okay. But the rate of fire is insanely high. They're at Cleveland levels, so you can spam them from range or from close range, and just be very annoying to the enemy team. But of course, the drawback to these guns are very bad maneuverability and low HP, which will be what's keeping you from being very efficient. Here I'm going to the left side and nobody's going to the left side. I got spotted briefly, and he stopped seeing me as I slid behind this island, and I know that he's close. He must be close, and he's expecting me to come out from the other side, and I decided to juke him by just coming from the opposite side he's expecting from. And I'm completely ready. My guns are swinging, my front turns are in plates, and there he is. It's a namely, and of course he panics because he wasn't expecting me from there. And then I immediately slow down and I start turning because I know that he probably dumped his torpedoes on me. My back guns cannot track right now, but it's okay. I have two front guns, which is one of the great things about these cruisers. You have two front guns, so you can face tank while shooting, while having most of your firepower still at work. So he slides back behind the smoke screen, but I'm not feeling very threatened right now because he already dumped his torpedoes. So it's just a matter of going to the smoke screen and finding him, and hope that he doesn't load HE and land Citadels on me, which he doesn't. And that was an easy kill. And in this match, as you can see, I decided to be very aggressive because it was late in the night, and I kind of got bored with hanging back. And I saw the enemy team, which is filled with Omahas, Phoenixes and such. And I'm clearly superior to them, so I thought, why not just be aggressive this time and see what happens. And this Phoenix decides to stop in front of me, which is a very bad move on the broadside. He should have just turned back and hold away from here. But he's doing good damage, even though I'm angled. That was a 2000 salvo from him. And now he's angled, but my back gun is almost in place and he decides to turn. It's a very bad move. He's giving me a broadside again. This is my last chance to finish him off, and look at that dispersion, amazing. And he just stops away. I'll lose about 4000 HP, but it was worth it. And I know I see the enemy team is completely on the other side. My decision to push this side worked flawlessly. I already have 2 kills, and I am on their flank right now, and I know that they are busy killing my friendlies or dealing with my friendlies. And this Minakaze is very close to me, which is a very dangerous place to be near a Soviet cruiser. And he doesn't see me, he doesn't know I'm here. He's only concentrated on the Cleveland to my right. And now he sees me, but I think he's torping the Cleveland, so I'm not very concerned. and 2 fires in 5 hits. That's amazing. That's the kind of fire frequency you should expect from the Soviet cruisers. Now I saw this broadside and I don't know if I fired or not, because I was very vulnerable in that position, but looks like he didn't fire. So his smoke is working in my favor right now, and I'm just spamming behind the smoke screen, which is awesome. By the way, demolition. I'm running demolition expert, and you should be running demolition expert in Russian cruisers. It's simply a must. You will get so much fire damage from these guys that it's not even funny. And I set the New York on fire. He repairs, and now that I can't set him on fire anymore, so I start concentrating on the Phoenix. I'm shooting AP. This looks like a good shot, but I just can't get any citadels on him. That's the kind of the thing you will notice with the Russian cruisers. Getting citadels at range is very hard. At close range, yeah, you have a decent chance of getting them. But at longer ranges, past 10 kilometers, it's very, very hard. Unless you shoot into superstructure, you should get some penetration damage, but definitely citadels are a bit harder. And so I decided to concentrate back on the New York and set him on fire, and he's burning really good. We have like 3 fires on him. He's gonna die because he paired a few moments ago. So I'm feeling very confident about just repositioning while I'm still doing damage without doing anything, really. He's just melting away, losing like 600 HP per second. And I'm feeling very good about this match right now. Most of them are ignoring me because they are busy dealing with my friendlies. They are looking at our big ships and they are ignoring the flank. And now I see a New Mexico there, and it's very, very concerning for me. He can just delete me in one shot. So I die behind the island while shooting the AP at the Phoenix. But this time I am getting citadels because we're closer now. Somehow that shot completely misses. Still getting citadels, 13,000 hits, he's dead. Now another Omaha. See, I love killing Omahas in this thing. They're just citadel magnets. Just lovely. And with the rate of fire you will be getting a lot of citadels. Alright, we're getting closer to him. So he might torp. We need to be careful. I want to torp him first. My torps are faster. And even if he kills me, I will have some, backup plan to kill him. Or at least put some pressure on him. And he comes around. And he's turning a lot, but it doesn't matter. I just citadel him with a single salvo. He's out of this game. Oh look, another Omaha. Again, same thing. Just shoot AP at the waterline. But you have to be... I found that with these Russian guns, there's not a lot of room for error when it comes to your horizontal, your vertical aim, sorry. So you have to get the elevation right, otherwise the shells will just go over him or under him. I think the Russian guns are very sensitive to that in comparison to German cruisers or Japanese cruisers or the American cruisers. I don't know why, but even if you aim slightly higher, especially at range, you will get a lot of misses. And he's not even shooting at me, so that means certain death for him. And down he goes. That's my 7th kill. And now to New Mexico. He's busy fighting with the Easy. And I will use this time to set him on fire. That's the best way of dealing with battleships in a Russian cruiser. Just set them on fire. Once you have a few fires going, you can switch to AP for superstructure damage, or you can just keep setting him on fire. It's just they're actually my favorite targets in the Russian cruisers. They're like kryptonite against battleships, and of course against uh, destroyers as well. But I found them a bit weaker against cruisers, especially in 1 vs 1 fights against decent opponents. Because you just don't have the HP or maneuverability or the armor to come out on top. You have great guns, but the angle and they played smart, they can just whittle you down in a few salvos. We have 2 fires going on in New Mexico. He has 6,000 HP left. I think he's trying to aim at me. His guns are still turning, but I don't think he's gonna... Oh, he made it. Oh well. I just slow down and start turning. And as you saw, that was an insta-citadel, and that's the theme with the Russian cruisers. It feels like every battleship shot that lands on you is a citadel. So don't be surprised if you just keep losing 12,000 damage, 12,000 HP left and right at the beginning of the match when you're not paying attention. So you have to be very careful and aware of your surroundings. Now I have 8 kills and I feel like I did a lot of work in this match. And of course I have to thank my teammates for, you know, tanking the enemy and distracting them. And this is a kind of a best case scenario for a Russian cruiser. You get down tiered against weak armored opponents, and they get distracted by your teammates. Now catch the carrier, and I'm shooting HE at him. I'm trying to set him on fire. I don't want to get spawned by aircraft. The anti-air of Budyonny is not the best. It's actually, I would say it's the worst at Tier 6. Even worse than the Aoba. And I'm trying to get the 9th kill here, because that's gonna be my record if I get it. And I decide to switch to AP, you know, I'm looking for that lucky citadel. But I'm just not getting it right now. I'm getting bounces off from an independence. I'm thinking maybe now. Nope. The Congo snatches the kill. But still, that was a monster match for me. 8 kills, 6,000 XP, of course, that's not base XP, and almost 170,000 damage. 22 citadels, and my base XP is 2,733. And I did do almost 100,000 AP damage, a lot of HE shell hits, HE shell damage, and a bit coupled from fires. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.